We all have a responsibility and a role and a privilege in making the gospel present in the world in which we live and in the church itself.
That's what Cardinal Robert McElroy worked to live by as he led the group of nearly 1.4 million Catholics in San Diego and Imperial counties. After a decade as the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of San Diego, he's taking on the role of the Archbishop of Washington, D.C. ABC 10 News sat down with Cardinal McElroy for a one-on-one conversation about the big issues that impact our border community, including immigration, as it takes center stage in Washington, D.C. under the leadership of the Trump administration.
So the objective of securing the border, of controlling who moves into the country and who doesn't, that is a legitimate national interest and endeavor and objective for the United States. Catholic teaching supports that.
But what McElroy has raised concerns about is the way this is being done.
It has to be done in a humane way, of course, to try to deport the some 11 million people who have been in this country, many of them for decades. Many of them have families, many of them have children who are citizens, some of them who have spouses who are citizens. To reach in and deport all of these people who are undocumented is a great tragedy and an affront to human dignity.
Even pointing towards the gospel for reflection.
We have to remember the Holy Family at the time of Jesus' birth were refugees. They had to flee into Egypt. We have to keep that in the forefront of our minds as Christians when we think about all these issues.
Another challenge the diocese has been dealing with is a bankruptcy filing to help pay off the settlements for the sexual abuse cases, a responsibility Cardinal McElroy says he has not taken lightly.
The responsibility I've had, I believe, has two moral claims to it. One is to compensate victims of sexual abuse of minors, to whom we owe a great debt, a moral debt. And a financial debt, too.
During his time in San Diego, Cardinal McElroy has made it his mission to immerse himself in the cultures that make up our diverse community, really trying to get to know people on a personal level.
How's your mom doing?
She's okay. Yeah,
and he brings that candid honesty as we talk about his years in San Diego.
What will you be taking away from your time here?
Well, I've taken away a great experience. It's a splendid community of faith, and I hope I've contributed to that in some ways, but far more they have contributed to forming me as a bishop and helping me to understand what leadership in the church should mean.
And as he prepares to turn the page in his chapter in San Diego, he asks for this.
I would just hope people pray for the Pope. Pray for me as I'm going to Washington. It's a new endeavor, and I will miss them very much. I will miss it here very much.
Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.